Hey YouTube, this is John B, aka Smooth Hot Chocolate here. If you can tell, I'm sweating bullets over here now, so I just came in from outside to get to work. But without further ado, let's get into the review for Attack of the Graveyard Ghouls. Now, Attack of the Graveyard Ghouls is actually a Goosebumps 2000 book that was reprinted into the more modern Goosebumps books that we have right now. And I gotta say, I really missed out on a classic book back then because that book is amazingly good. It's probably one of the best times ever written during this whole history of writing Goosebumps books. To me, the book has the premise of The Barking Ghost, which is one of his earlier works, but this one is way better. As you know, the ending is kind of twisted in a sense too, but I'll get to that in a bit though too, or maybe I won't. If you want to get a chance to read the book and or watch my channel with me reading this book, give it a look because it's really great. It's really great. One thing I have when it comes to the book is how the ghouls, Oswald and I think Edward Mance too, these two are just like total brutes as spirits, that just look to prey on anyone that happens to accidentally knock over their tombstones and them take over whoever happens to be near them, and that's what happened to poor Spencer. And I really felt for that kid too, because it's like, you're trying to tell people that this is someone else taking over me, and, it's not really me doing these things, but it's hard to tell them that because, according to them, it's really you, because who else would it be, according to them, in a sense? And it has like the Invasion of Body Snatchers feel to it too, even though in that film it's like aliens more than this one's just more about, ghosts. And I really like the premise when the whole atmosphere of being in the cemetery and stuff. I hate cemeteries because of how creepy they are at night, or just anytime during the day. No offense to people who are, lost and stuff though, but when it comes to just how the whole atmosphere over there just seems to be very creepy, very dark, and this book was actually well written when it comes to that. People rag on Stein's writing styles a lot. When it comes to this particular book here, he really did a good job in creating the story here. And, I say The Barking Ghost as well too because that book is about ghost dogs in a sense. But we really don't know too much history about the ghost dogs in that book. And there's not too much history to find out about with the Mances in this book too, except that they just want to, take over someone in order for them to be reborn in a sense, be reincarnated in a sense under somebody else. So, like I said, it might just be just their spirits may be at unrest because of what kind of lives they may have lived, and the whole thing was for them to keep on doing evil things in order for them to still be able to be considered alive in a way. And I like how, there's Spencer is not really a twerp. You have some protagonists in the books that could be twerps like Tom Barstow from Go Eat Worms, which I will never read on my channel, by the way, too, because there's just no point. And then when it comes to Evan Ross from Monster Blood, oh, good lord, I don't like that kid. Don't. At least if Monster Blood is back from the Cyberwar series, that book is actually pretty good, even though it follows the same format that the Open Monster Blood books do too. Even Monster Blood for Breakfast from the Horrorland series is pretty good too. It's funny in a few chapters down the road though, but yeah, those books are pretty good. And I never bothered to read the Curse of the Mummy's Tomb with Gabe because I keep hearing about how much of a little crap he is too. Well, I don't know, but we learned that he has a crush on one of the girls named Audra, and he tries to do what he can to get very close to her, except dancing though. But it's kind of funny as to how the main way to defeat the ghouls is to dance, to be like live, getting jiggy with it, get alive. I gotta get a haircut. This hair would not do anymore. But yeah, but funny is how he wants to get close to her and stuff. I won't spoil the ending though, but let's just say that he may be too close to comfort than he really wanted to be, in a sense. But overall, I really enjoyed the book. I hope that you enjoyed me reading the book to you guys too. And I really feel sort of bad for not checking the book out when it first came out. But thanks to reprints, same thing when it comes to Haunted Car, Bride of the Living Dummy, which were also Goosebumps 2000 books. They decided to reprint those into a more modern Goosebumps format. And I'm hoping that, well, no hope anymore now, because I think whatever they decide to reprint would be it. There's also other books like Cry of the Cat, Ghost in the Mirror. When it comes to Creature Teacher, those books would have been very good to reprint too, because I heard so much great things about those guys as well. But I don't know if we're ever going to get those reprinted ever at any point in time soon. So yeah, that's pretty much my take on the review, and I really enjoyed reading the book to you guys once again. And as far as the next Goosebumps read, that would be Goosebumps Ghost Beach, and the date would be on March the 7th. So March 7th would be chapter 1 of Ghost Beach. Until then, guys, this is John B here. Take care and peace out. And I give the book an A+.